All right, great morning. Thank you, Rosie, for this question. This is going to be from the Unit 2D targets, the homework assignment. This is number 6A. And what they asked us to do was to solve for A in this equation. So here's the A. All right, so the strategy we're going to take is we're going to try to condense this down the left side. We're going to condense the left side down into a single logarithm. And then after we've condensed it to a single logarithm, then we're going to be able to set the arguments equal to each other. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do when I'm condensing, I'm going to take this 1/2 that's a coefficient, and I'm going to move it to the exponent of the argument. Okay, so this log base b of 4 is now going to become log base b of 4 raised to the 1/2 power. Okay, log base b of 4 raised to the 1/2 power. Now I'm going to leave everything else the same, so I'm going to rewrite it. And the fact that this is a log base b, and they don't even tell us what b is, doesn't change the problem at all. Just because we have the same base, that's what's going to allow us to condense this into a single logarithm. Okay, so now my next step is noticing when we add two logs together, we can combine them into a single log by multiplying the arguments. So we're going to take these two arguments and we're going to multiply them together. So when I write this as a single log, I'm going to have the log base b of 4 to the 1/2, I'm going to put this as a bracket, 4 to the 1/2 times a plus 5 equals log base b of 6. Now I probably could have done this before, it doesn't matter, but this 4 to the 1/2, we recall the 1/2 power, that's the same as the square root of the base, square root of x. So 4 to the 1/2 is the same as the square root of 4, and we know the square root of 4 is 2. Okay, so really we have 2 times a plus 5. Okay, so we have log base b of 2 times a plus 5 equals log base b of 6. Okay, now when we have a log equals a log, and the bases are the same, and there's nothing else on either side, now we can set the arguments equal to each other. And so that's what I'm going to do next. The logs basically drop off, and I have 2 times a plus 5 equals 6. Now this is a simple linear equation. We can probably divide both sides by 2, and we'll get a plus 5 equals 3. And then if I subtract the 5, I'm going to get a is equal to -2. And